So how long has it been since like disconnect? Like how long? Like a couple months? Has it been recent?
I'd say like 3 days ago.
Oh my gosh, 3 days ago? Like very recent. So like when you said you're like I was heartbroken, that was like Tuesday.
Teacher talking about the South, and I guess I'm doing pretty well.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Birdwatching Podcast, where we ask chicks questions to get answers for you guys. Today I have a very special guest. Her name is Ana DeHerrera. What's up, Ana?
Hello.
How are you?
Good.
Good. So this is like your third podcast this week. That's what you were telling me before we started.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so just like a total expert at this point.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is how we start off every episode. We try to rooster, give it a review, and then we'll talk about it. But when you give the review or you give your rating, we'll give them ratings. You can't give it. You got to give a decimal. So like no rookie scores.
Okay.
So like 7.3, 4.2.
Okay.
Golden.
Good.
All right. Cracker open. Oh, shy. Got the rooster a little wet.
Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. Oh.
Oh, mine's fizzing.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So today we're trying out the banana bread beer. It's by Eagle Brewery. Eagle Brewery. Very interested to try this out. All right, dink it. And sink it. I don't know.
I don't know how I feel about that.
I don't either. What is that flavor?
I don't really taste much banana.
I don't either, actually. I don't really taste like banana bread at all. It just kind of tastes like a beer to me. Yeah. It's just Coors Light with a fancy label.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm going to try it again.
Can I shotgun this? Just kidding.
Not thrilled about it.
Not a huge fan. It's not terrible. Like if it were handed to me and it was the only thing I had to drink, I'd probably drink it, but
Right.
not by choice.
Really?
Yeah.
So do you have a rating for it yet? I think I have mine.
I think I'd say like maybe like a 5.3.
Okay, not bad.
Yeah.
I was going to probably give it something like that too. I'm going to go like 5.1. So like really close actually.
Okay.
It's not my favorite. I was expecting like more flavor, I think. Or like more banana bread pizzazz.
I think aftertaste I can kind of taste like banana bread.
Trying to gargle it. Yeah, no, I'm not getting a whole lot of banana. I'm a little disappointed, Eagle Brewery.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sad.
Missed the mark. Whatever. All right, so we're going to play a game. Start it off. It's called Guess This Celebrity.
Okay.
So I'm going to give you 5 hints. If you can get it before that, obviously you can guess it. But after each hint, we'll see how many it takes for you to get it right.
Okay.
Okay. So here's your first hint. This person was born in Oakland, California. You got it yet?
No.
Come on. Okay, here's your second one. This person worked at the California Shakespeare Theater as a kid. Processing, narrowing it down. You got it. It's on the tip of your tongue.
I feel like I maybe have a clue, but
Really?
no, I don't know.
Okay. This person worked as a backup dancer for Selena Gomez in a Sears commercial before they were famous.
What?
Yeah. You know that commercial? With the
Okay, getting closer.
Okay. We're almost there. The next one is they claim to watch Harry Potter movies every single day.
They're so specific.
Yeah, I know. These are terrible. All right, and your fifth hint. This person is currently in a serious relationship with Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Uh-huh.
Which Spider-Man?
Tom Holland.
Is in a relationship?
Yeah, as far as
was?
I know, I think they are.
It's not Zendaya.
It is Zendaya.
Oh, it is?
It is Zendaya. Those clues were terrible.
Yeah.
Like, how would anybody get that correct? That's my fault. We'll blame that one on me.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk a little bit about you. I don't want to take too long, but we'll kind of get to know you a little bit better.
Okay.
So the first question for you, tell me a little bit about growing up. What was growing up like for you? Where'd you come from? What your parents like? Do you have siblings?
Okay. I'm from Arizona, born and raised.
Cheers.
My parents divorced. I have a brother and 2 sisters. All 3 of them are younger than me. So I was the oldest. Growing up, I mean, I come from a really good family. I'm super close with my family.
Right on.
Well, I don't know. Life was pretty simple. I played sports.
What'd you
Quite
play?
a few.
Are you talking about high school?
No.
Middle school?
Like middle school and junior high.
When'd you give them up?
Before high school.
Okay.
I did club, and then I stopped doing club just because bad experience.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like politics, coaching, or?
Coaching.
Yeah.
The coaching was terrible, and I was just like, I'm also too competitive, so sports.
Yeah.
I was just like, I
just,
can't do this.
Punch people. And
Yeah, getting angry on the court. But I had a pretty good life. I mean, obviously no one's family is perfect, so I wouldn't say mine was perfect. It had its ups and downs, but no, it was a good life.
Right on.
Yeah.
Who are you closest with in your family?
My mom.
Oh, really?
100%. She's like my best friend.
Do you guys chit chat every day?
Every single day.
Dope.
Multiple times a day.
Dope.
Every time something happens to me, I like call her. Like an hour ago before we came here, I was like, so Mom, I'm doing a podcast. And she's like, what?
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Is she like you? I feel like you guys are similar.
Yeah, very similar.
Cool.
Like she, even looks wise, a lot of the way that I am today, like even with anything, it's because of her.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So do you ever look at her? Because I always think this, like, do you ever look at her and you're like, oh, that's what I'm going to look like when I'm 45, 50?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I really do.
Yeah, seriously. I think about that a lot, actually. Or like when I'm dating girls, I'm like, I'll meet their mom and I'll be like, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
If this works out, that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm good with that.
Yeah.
Dope. Okay, so after high school, you went to college.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you go to school?
I go to Grand Canyon University.
Lopes up. I love it. How do you like it there?
I love it a lot, actually. I have an amazing group of friends. I've changed my major 3 times. Nursing major.
Yep.
Healthcare administration.
Mm-hmm.
And now marketing and advertising.
Nice.
And I love it. It was probably one of the best decisions I've ever made.
The third switch to
Yeah.
marketing advertisement?
Mm-hmm.
What appealed to you about it? Like, what was exciting?
It's funny because freshman year I was very introverted, very shy, like would not go out of my way to like speak to anyone. And then sophomore year, and I'd say this year, I started just becoming like more outgoing and like love talking to people. And I got a job this past year as at an oral surgeon office doing marketing and for their company.
Oh, yeah.
And that's when I realized I would go to like different offices and market to them and whatnot. And I was like, I love this.
Yeah.
It's fun.
You kind of just like found a knack for it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
What do you think transition from like, so you said you were a freshman and you were kind of antisocial a little bit. What kind of like brought it out of you? Because I think when did we meet actually? Change the question. When did we meet? Were you a freshman?
I was a freshman. You were a senior.
Junior?
No.
That'd have been 2 years ago.
Maybe.
Oh, no. Yeah, senior. What was I doing? That's a little creepy. How did we meet? I can't remember.
Tinder.
Did we really? That is so funny.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. Yep.
Dope. All right. Well, let's change the subject again because So what kind of got you into marketing advertisement? Is that what we were talking about before that?
Yeah. No.
Wait.
College. I was like introverted.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So what kind of made you transition from being antisocial to like more outgoing, more extroverted?
I definitely think it was the people that I ended up meeting throughout the year.
Oh, so just like your friend group.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I mean, freshman year, like I was friends with completely different people who I'm not really friends with now, but like they're acquaintances. Like we have no problems, but they definitely, I was always like that kid, like even in high school, just very shy, just was a follower more than I was like a leader.
Yeah.
But I met like some of my best friends towards the end of freshman year, and just started hanging out with new people, and feel like I became this whole different person.
That's kind of cool though.
Yeah.
Most of the people, like most of the podcasts we've done where the girl is in college, like we talk about that a little bit, like transitioning from year to year. How do you kind of find new friend groups, or like why does it happen? And most of the time, like girls are just like, yeah, like I had this friend group and nothing was bad about it, but like I just kind of started connecting with different people, and I just had like a more real connection.
Yeah.
And then like, you know, your true colors kind of come out when you meet people that you're more comfortable with.
Mm-hmm.
It's cool though. College is awesome.
Yeah, I've loved it.
Yeah, I definitely miss it sometimes. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously, you know, I wouldn't go back for a full year or pay for it again or anything. But,
Yeah.
but I do think about, like, if I could go back in time, I'd go to freshman year and like take a week back. Like I'd do another week.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
But, what age were you most awkward at? When did you kind of come out of your awkward shell? Or like, what was the year you were like, wow, Ana was cringy?
I think I would say like freshman year of high school, when like Musical.ly was a thing, and you know, like those weird videos and like transitions.
Yeah, you did those?
Yep.
Yeah, I bet you those are awesome.
Honestly, you could probably look up my accounts on TikTok and they'd still be there.
Really?
It's really cringy. I don't like to watch back.
So do you like to like post social media stuff, get out there, like have videos out, like people watching you? Or is it just kind of like you like to make the video and then you just post it and like whatever happens, happens?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll make the videos and whatever happens, happens. Like if a video blows up, I'm like, what the?
Why?
Not expecting that.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely not something I would be like consistent with.
Like, have you ever wanted to be like TikTok famous?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
So like if like 3 of your videos popped off and then overnight you have like, not even like crazy famous, but like 150,000 followers.
Yeah.
Would you be like, oh, this is dope, like let's go? Or would you be like, ooh, all right, gotta stop, create a new account?
I don't know. That's hard because like it's not something I could see myself being so consistent with.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, like the followers and the likes would be cool.
Yeah,
But
you feel good, like the validation kind of thing. Yeah,
yeah.
I get that. I get that for sure.
But keeping up with it would just be the one thing that would be hard.
Right.
I feel like.
So freshman year was a kind of your awkward year.
Yeah.
What was your glow up year? What is it, like sophomore year where you're like, oh, okay, like starting to get pretty? I don't know. I don't know. Like when you started kind of like, looking like what you look like now.
I would say, yeah, probably sophomore year of college.
Oh, sophomore year of college. Okay. So high school is rough.
Okay, yeah, freshman year of high school was rough.
I love it. All right, keep going.
Definitely, I guess, like, I don't know, like high school, I was like that person who like woke up at like 4 o'clock every day, like would do my hair, makeup, pick out an outfit, and then go to school by 7. But I guess when college started, I was like that at the beginning of freshman year, and then I met my roommate, and we like, even for our 7 a.m.s, I would still get up, get ready, but then she would always be like in a hoodie and like leggings, and then slowly I just started just not caring.
Right.
But I don't know. I now, like, I don't really try for class.
Right.
But like once in a while, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, no, I think that's normal.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, it seems like everything that's kind of changed you is like the people around you.
Yeah.
So like once you start getting close to somebody and they're wearing hoodies, you're like, oh, I don't have to put on all this junk in the morning anymore. Like I'll rock a hoodie and some sweatpants too.
Yeah, I'm like, they don't care, I don't care.
Yeah, what?
Yeah.
Too funny. All right. We kind of already talked about this, but my next question for you was going to be, who's the most important person in your life? But it sounds like it's probably your mom.
Yeah.
So
I mean, everyone in my life is important, but
right.
yeah.
Good friend. Check the boxes.
Yeah.
All right. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to play a little game. It's called Business Propositions.
Okay.
So this is how it works. I'm going to read off a couple business ideas to you, things that I've been kind of trying to get started, invest some money into. You're going to tell me which one you think makes the most sense.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
All right. So this is the first one. I want to create a movie about a low-level basketball team that gets sponsored by Kemp's Dairy Products. It's called Throwing Dunks and Blowing Chunks.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Great movie. All right. So the next one, Tahini and chamoy flavored shakes and power bars for post-workout recovery. It's called whey protein.
Okay.
Do you get it?
Yeah.
All right, and here's the last one. I want to create maple syrup flavored lubricant. It's called Canada Not Dry.
Oh, those are good.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Which one do you think we could put some money into? So you got throwing dunks and blowing chunks,
Okay.
whey protein, and Canada Not Dry.
Honestly, I feel like you could do the Canada Not Dry.
Yeah.
I mean, people
How's that
are-
feel, eh?
Exactly. Oh, that's good.
Oh, that is funny.
Yeah, that one for sure.
All right, so we're going with Canada Not Dry. I think it could definitely like take off. We could probably sell it to like Spencer's gift shops or something.
People would buy it.
I think they would actually.
Yeah.
We'll start selling it on the Birdwatching merch site. Look out for Canada Not Dry. We might get into some legal battles with, I don't know, some ginger ale company, but I think we'll be okay. All right, let's talk a little bit about relationships. So tell me about your most recent relationship. What was that like?
Very confusing. So pretty much I've been back and forth with this guy for like 2.5 years.
Oh, really? So kind of long term, but not solidified.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, and like there'd be like talking periods, and then he'd get back with his ex-girlfriend, then we wouldn't talk, and then they'd break up, and then we'd talk again, and
Boo. That's
but yeah, I'd say like this year was probably like one of the first years that it was like, okay, like they were done for good, and like we could give this a shot. But the ex was psycho.
Yeah.
I literally psychotic.
Really?
Yes. Like yeah.
In what ways? Like, give me an example. What'd she do?
Oh, this is good.
Yeah, this is good.
So there was one time he had a party. I think it was a Halloween party, and she like knew where he lived. She kept tabs on like me and like all my friends, and like knew where we lived and stuff like that.
Whoa. She knew where you lived?
Like full-blown stalker status. I'm saying, like,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
She had a girl crush.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the cops ended up getting called on that party, and when he like went outside to talk to them, they were just like, we got a phone call that someone told us that someone here had a gun. And he was like, oh, like, no one here has a gun, like, whatnot. But, like, they were trying to kick people out of the house at the time, so they were just like, could you help us?
Right.
Everyone ended up leaving the party. And then a few months later, I had gotten in contact with one of my old friends who was friends with her at the time.
Oops.
Yep. And she was actually the one who told me, yeah, she called the cops on the party, gave them your name, told them you had a gun. Yeah.
Oh, it was you.
It was me,
You were
guys.
back in heat.
Yeah. I had the gun at the party.
Yep. I can see that.
Yeah.
Yep.
But like that crazy.
Yeah, that's a little nutty, actually.
Yeah.
And especially because she was specific about who had it.
Mm-hmm.
They were like, do you know who it is? He's like, yeah, I do, actually. It's this girl. Do you want her Instagram handle? Like,
Yeah.
That's
Literally.
wild. So throughout the process, though, you said it was like 2.5 years.
Mm-hmm.
He would start talking to you. Things would kind of get serious a little bit, and then he'd go back to his ex.
Yeah.
But then you guys would talk again, and then he'd go back to his ex.
Mm-hmm.
After, like, the first time, weren't you kind of like, okay, like, if he's going to keep doing this, I can probably find somebody else?
Yeah. So the very first time we ever started talking was like COVID summer.
Mm.
And
Was that 2 years ago? Yeah.
Yeah.
2.5 now?
Yeah.
Crazy.
And I was like head over heels for this guy.
I get it, yeah.
Small town country guy.
Ugh, I love him.
Yeah. He like met my family like a month or two of like us talking. I was way too head over heels for this guy. And then like a month sorry.
Was that her? Excuse you. Just kidding. You're totally fine.
And then I was actually planning on flying out for his birthday the first year that we were talking, and I was like talking to his cousin about it because that's how I met him, was through his cousin. She was friends with my old friend's roommate. Anyways.
Yeah.
And I was telling her about it, like I was gonna fly out this day and blah blah, like figuring out where I would stay. And then she ended up telling her boyfriend, who was his best friend. So then he told him, and then I woke up one morning and I just got like this paragraph, and it was like, I'm not going back to school next semester, fall semester.
He was at GCU?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And he didn't come back?
Not the first semester, but he ended up coming back the second semester.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then he was like, I don't think I could handle like a relationship and like working and doing school online and blah, blah, blah.
Excuses.
Yeah. And I was like, okay, whatever. And I was heartbroken. And then I found out he got back with his ex-girlfriend. I was like, oh, there we go.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
Oh, cowboys ain't easy to love, are they?
No, they're not. No.
Dang, that's a bummer. But so how long has it been since like disconnect? Like how long? Like a couple months? Has it been recent?
I'd say like 3 days ago.
Oh my gosh, 3 days ago? Like very recent. So like when you said you're like, I was heartbroken, that was like Tuesday.
No, actually, I could go into so much detail about this, but like,
say as much as you want. You don't have to go crazy, but
it was the relationship in the beginning. So it like, we like reconnected again in like August, like when school like first started.
Yeah.
We were hanging out, whatever, like introduced him to my friends. We ended up like him and his roommates were like friends with like me and all my friends, whatever, they were around. And then we slowly like just kind of started talking, and then asked me to be his girlfriend on Thanksgiving. And then
romantic.
It was just like downhill from there.
Not romantic.
Yeah, like it was.
So once you started dating, it kind of fell apart a little bit.
Yeah.
What happened? Just commitment issues, or he started getting distant? Because
So
obviously you were still really into him.
Oh my gosh,
You were about it.
I was honestly like convinced he was like the one.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But no, yeah, he like, there would just be like lots of times or like little fights, like where he would just be like, he would get really drunk and just be like, I don't know if I'm ready for a relationship, like I'm scared of commitment and like all this stuff. And I just would be like, I'm a super understanding person, so I'd be understanding about it.
Right.
And because like I know his past and like with his ex, I would just be like, okay, like I understand.
Yeah.
And just still stuck around. And then he would be like, I'm sorry, like I was way too drunk and blah, blah, blah. And then like we'd be fine. And then it was just always like him being confused with his emotions. And so it just eventually like communication was just terrible. And we broke up like in December, January.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you guys started talking again or no?
So we had like broken up in in December, like after Christmas break.
Yep.
And then we started talking again, and then like mid-January, I would say, is when we were just like, okay, like we're done.
Yeah.
But I mean, like we still remained friends. Like we'd have the same friend group. Like I see him pretty often. He came with us to spring break, and but
how's that?
It was good. It wasn't bad, honestly. It was good, but it's weird.
It's just tough.
Yeah, it's hard.
Every time you see him, you're like kind of butterflies, and then you're like, oh, I can't. You know, it's not like that anymore. But
yeah,
I get that though. That sucks when like things do end, but you're still invested in each other's lives in a certain way that you're like, you see them, and then you're like get excited, and then you're like, wait, I can't do that.
Yeah,
like, they're not that person anymore.
Yeah,
that's tough though. Relationships are difficult. I haven't had a whole lot of success either.
Yeah.
I had it's cool. I had a Christmas breakup too though. The girl that I probably have been like the most head over heels about. I was dating this girl coming out of senior year of high school into freshman year. So right when I got onto campus, we started doing long distance, which was like a huge mistake looking back now. Like what were we thinking? We dated like 2 weeks before I left. So then we were chit-chatting for a while. We'd like FaceTime. I was like super committed. I was like, I'm not drinking. I'm not doing anything crazy. I'm not hanging with girls. Like I was like committed, like crazy.
Yeah.
And then Thanksgiving break, I go home And I'm like, oh my gosh, like we're going to hang out every single day. Like we're going to get super connected because we finally have time to hang out. And she was kind of just like, I mean, we don't have to hang out like every day. And I was like why? Like I thought that's what we were here for. Like, you know, kind of thing. And so then Thanksgiving break was kind of weird. I kind of like just brushed it off, came back out to GCU until Christmas break, went home. And then she broke up with me like around Christmas. I know. And I was just like devastated. I was like, oh my gosh, that was my wife. You know? Didn't work out. And then later I found out she was cheating on me. Oh. She hooked up with a different guy.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So
before she broke
shout
up
out,
with
you know who you are. It's totally cool though. I'm totally fine with it now. It was like 6 years ago. So
yeah.
But
yeah.
Yeah. Well, we are obviously doing great with relationships, huh? Just killing the game.
Yes. Yeah.
What do you think about him? What do you think about her ex? Boo.
I mean, I'm like friends with him, but he's, from the stories I've heard, definitely not my favorite.
Right. Of course. You got to take her side though.
Yeah.
Right.
Always.
I don't even like this guy. He sounds like he smells bad.
Sometimes.
Yeah, me too, I guess. Tell me about a time that you were rejected. Maybe not this guy though. Let's talk about a different guy. Have you ever been like just like outwardly rejected? Like you were out at a bar, like out at a party, and you were like flirting with this guy, and you thought it was gonna go somewhere, and then he was like, "Skirt."
Honestly, I don't think I've ever been rejected. That sounds so. It does sound so like conceited,
no,
but
I don't think it is though, because I think it's different for girls and guys.
Yeah, like I've never been one of those like pick me girls. Like I'm very like picky on like I don't really. Oh, it's gonna sound so bad, but like I don't really go out of my way to like talk to people I'm not like interested in talking to. Right. And I can just tell like based off like I guess like the vibes that I get from that person.
Right. So you kind of wait on them to make the first move.
Yeah.
So like, why? I mean, well, how would you get rejected if you're not making any moves?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Yeah, me neither. Never been rejected. Pretty solid record over here as well. That's not true. I got rejected pretty recently. Okay, when you fall for a guy, do you fall hard or does it take a long time to like develop feelings?
I honestly think it depends on the guy.
Really?
Like, if it's someone who, like, I mean, I guess my ex, for example, like, when we, like, very first started talking, I, like, fell hard because I was like, oh, my gosh, like, everything is just so similar. Like, he has everything that I want or, like, look for in a guy. And, so, yeah. Do
you have a list? Do you, like, make a list of, like, I want him to, you know, whatever, wear a cowboy hat or, like, chew Copenhagen.
No, I don't have a list, but I definitely know like what I want.
Like mental list.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like when guys start like checking off those boxes, you're like, oh, okay. Like,
yeah.
Starting to develop feelings now. I'm interested.
Yeah,
right on. For you personally, how many dates do you think it takes until a guy can make the first move? Like, can he make a first move on the first date? Should it be like wait 3 dates, see if the relationship develops?
I think definitely wait after like the second or third date.
Wait after those two.
Yeah.
So like after that, you should know how she feels.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah. Because like for me, if I'm like hanging out with the guy for the first time, I'll give it at least 2 chances. And I'll be like, okay, first time, like it was all right. Let's see if the second time's better.
Right.
If the second time's not great, then I just don't really speak to them ever
Probably not
again.
Gonna be a third time then.
Yeah, there won't be a third time.
Here's my thing. If there is a third time and you're spending like a decent amount of time together, by the third time, if you're hanging out for like a certain duration, don't you think like if the guy makes a move, it's kind of expected a little bit?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Just kidding. No, I get it. But I also get that like some girls are like, I need to like be your friend first. Like we have to develop like a connection or some sort of relationship first before like we think about anything else. Yeah. So I get that too. But I kind of just expect it as like the first time, like you said, like you got to test it out. And then that doesn't mean a whole lot because everybody's going to give their best first impression. Yeah. The second time is going to say a lot more. And then if you hang out a third time, it's probably going somewhere. So. Yeah. But everybody's different, you know? Exactly. You just got to go with the flow.
Yeah. I don't like to force anything either. Like, just slowly let things happen.
Right. Just
If I give up time out of my day to like hang out with you, then like, okay, that's how you know like I'm somewhat interested.
Yeah, right. Yeah, if
But-
you're spending time with somebody, obviously there's something about you that I want to
Yeah.
hang out with.
Yeah.
Right. Well, thanks for coming on the podcast. Do you have any crushes right now outside of previous crushes? Anything developing recently?
No.
Just kind of riding solo dolo?
Yeah.
You think you're kind of still in recovery mode from the last relationship? You're like, okay, well, like I just need to focus on myself a little bit.
No.
Oh, so you're ready to go. There's just not
I mean, I don't want to like jump into a new relationship like right now, but like going on like dates and whatnot, like
Yeah,
I'm
mingles.
open to it. I'm not
Right.
like, oh, I'm heartbroken.
Oh,
and
shit. I miss my...
guards up, you know? Like I'm not one of those girls.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I kind of get that way a little bit. If I really like somebody, it takes me a while to like get over them.
Yeah.
Like I can't think about hanging out with any other girl for a little while for
Yeah.
sure. But that's only if I fall really hard. And that's only happened like a couple times.
Yeah. I'd say like because my relationship was always just so like hot and cold, I was almost like preparing myself for a breakup.
Yeah.
And it was like nothing bad like happened between us. Like we still remained friends, and I think that's why like I definitely had my sad moments. I mean, don't get me wrong, but
Right. Yeah, no.
I think that's why like I wasn't like like heartbroken over
Right.
it.
You were able to kind of get over it faster because you were like
Expecting
it a little bit.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, well this, yeah.
Yeah.
I saw this one coming kind of.
Yeah.
Here's a weird one. What do you want a guy to smell like? Is there a specific smell, or is it more just like you smell him and you're like, oh, he smells good?
I don't think I have like a specific smell, but just like, yeah, just smelling them, be like, they smell good.
Like deodorant? Is deodorant enough?
I'd say deodorant's good.
Yeah.
Cologne is like a plus.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, nothing like super strong, but like if they sometimes like if I'm just like at the store or something and the guy walks past and I'm like, oh my God, they smell really
Ooh.
good.
I want to smooch him.
Pretty much.
Dope. All right. So our next segment is actually questions for guys. So you actually came prepared with a couple of good zingers, huh?
Oh, I did.
Okay, cool. All right, I'm ready for you.
Okay. Why are guys never clear on what they want?
Good question. I feel like if guys, well, okay, so first of all, we're not great at communicating, period.
Mm-hmm.
Second thing is if a guy's not very transparent about what he wants, he's probably not fully invested.
Mm-hmm.
Like if he's not just like straight up like, no, I want you, I want this to work, I want a relationship, down the road stuff.
Yeah.
Then he's probably like having questions about like, is she the one? Do I like her? Like, I think I like her. She's hot, whatever. But
Yeah.
obviously there's something in the back of his mind that's saying like, but don't like put all your cards in. You know, like don't invest everything yet.
Yeah. Okay.
Does that help a little bit?
And just, yeah, I mean, my ex told me that stuff, but we still broke up.
Yeah, right. Shout out.
Okay. Do guys actually get hints, or are they really just clueless?
We're pretty dumb. I'm not gonna lie. I've noticed that recently. We're pretty stupid.
Really?
Like sometimes I feel like a girl will be like, oh my gosh, like I was giving you hints for like a month. How did you not pick up on them?
Yeah.
And I'd be like, I have no idea. But then sometimes like I'll make a move and they're like, yo,
Yeah.
chill out. And I'm like, I thought you were throwing signs at me all night. Like I thought this was crack-a-lackin'. So I do think we're kind of dumb when it comes to like
Yeah.
the way that girls try to communicate a sign.
Yeah. So would you rather like a girl be like just straightforward about like what she's trying to say? I mean, obviously, because you're not getting the hints.
I mean, yes, but also like no. Like we want what we can't get though.
Yeah.
So like when a girl makes you chase for them, that's like when I've developed the hardest feelings.
Yeah.
So like when a girl really like stays on the back burner and like gives me clues that she's interested but doesn't give me anything else other than that,
Yeah.
I'm kind of like I get revved up.
Okay.
Does that help?
Yeah.
Is that good?
Yeah.
Makes sense?
Yeah. Okay. When in the talking stage, how long do you give it until you make it official?
Ooh, are we like making out, hanging out?
Yeah.
Like so it's
Like
more than
you're like a thing. Like people know you're together, but you're not
But we're not
officially
official.
together. So just like no title.
Yeah. So like when do you go from like no title but we're a thing to like she's my girlfriend? Like
Yeah.
that's my boo thing. That's my honey buns.
Yeah.
My sweet cheeks.
Sugar tits.
Sugar tits. We're keeping that in. Sorry, Mom. I would say like, again, it's kind of like case to case, but
Yeah.
like if it's been 3 months and you're not dating, but you've been hanging out enough, like
Yeah.
if you're a thing after 3 months and it's not like official yet, can you open that door? Rush wants to come in. What's up, Bubba? You good? I would say yeah. Like if it's been 3 months and he hasn't asked you to be his girlfriend yet, it's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Like that's a long time. 90 days. People get married in that amount of time.
Literally.
So I'd say like 3 months. You should be like, okay, like is this like next level stuff, or are we just kind of
Yeah.
like dicking around here?
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. Do guys overthink just as much as girls do?
No, not
No.
as much. Well, and I'll say this. I think we were talking about this on another podcast. We looked it up. Girls have like 3 times more thoughts in a day than guys do.
Yeah.
So I don't even think it's possible for us to like overthink as much as you guys.
Yeah.
But the times that we do overthink a lot is when we really like a girl.
Yeah.
Like usually I'm pretty confident when I'm talking to girls, just like if I'm just friends with them or if there's no like sexual tension there.
Mhm.
But when I actually start liking a girl, I overthink everything. So like I ask all my homies like, yo, what should I say to this? Like she just hit me back. What do I say? Should I ask her out tonight? Is that stupid? Should I like make a move?
Yeah.
So like I think we overthink when it means something to us. Other than that, we're kind of just like, what? Oh, yeah, okay. Like, I'll take another beer. You know?
Yeah.
Whatever.
That's funny. Yeah, girls be
Girls
overthink
girls be overthinking
everything.
everything. I think
Like-
sometimes negatively. Like, I think sometimes, like, you guys are on the right track, and then you, like, overthink the other 5 outcomes that are not
Yeah.
going to happen but could.
Yeah.
And then you just, like, go on these rabbit trails.
Yeah.
And just, like, suffocate yourself a little bit.
Yeah, or it's like even like what we say like in a text. It's like, okay, I could say this, but then they'll possibly say this, or I could say this and they'll say this. Like,
Oh, so you expect, like, their response
yeah,
a little bit.
yeah,
I mean, I guess guys do that too, but not to the same extent. I think more so guys are like, I'm going to say this. Hopefully she doesn't think I sound stupid.
mm-hmm.
Rather than like what they're going to say. Just hoping for like a text back. Like, come on, please.
Yeah.
Guys are weird though. So are
yeah.
girls. Don't get me wrong. Girls are freaking weird, but
Yeah, but I think guys are way more weird than girls are.
you think so?
I think so.
I think girls are more complicated. I think guys are just like dumber. Like sometimes you're like, what? Why did you do that?
Yeah.
Like dudes are just like random sometimes.
I think a lot of guys just have to get out. I feel like it's an after college thing is when it's like their brain just rewires a different way.
No, definitely. You know what's funny is like all the podcasts that we've done with like college girls, everybody's like, I can't do GCU boys, or like I can't do college guys. Like they're just so like,
Yeah.
there's like a factor of like immaturity a little bit, and then also like they just don't even know what they're doing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
sorry about that on behalf of males, I guess. I don't know. No, but guys definitely grow up like you said, out of college. Guys start figuring out a little bit like, oh, this
Yeah.
is the real world. I gotta shape it up a little bit.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah, cool. A lot of insight. Cool. All right, so I think it's time for everybody's favorite game, cute or cringe. This is how it works. I'm gonna read off some prompts to you. You're gonna tell me either cute, you like it, or cringe, you don't like it.
Okay.
And then you'll have to explain a little bit about it.
Okay.
All right, so here's your first one. Cute or cringe? Dad bods.
Um
Come on.
I don't know. I'm like in between.
Yeah.
Like I don't like a guy who's like super fit, like bodybuilder body,
Mm-hmm.
but then I don't want like like
A little chunky
chunky
monkey.
monkey. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if it's like in the middle, I'm like, okay, I can deal with that.
Right. I feel like that's very common though.
Yeah.
Seriously, I do feel like that's very common for girls. They're like, I don't want him to be like a brick shed, but I
Yeah.
also don't want him to be like a My Pillow.
Yeah.
Like somewhere in between those two.
Yeah.
But that is funny.
Yeah.
How about you? You like? You got a preference? Like a big old moose?
They're okay. They're not my favorite. I'm
Dad
more of
bods?
Yeah, I'm more of a.
Chiseled? You like
Yeah.
Are you an abs girl?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah.
Do you think a guy can be too big?
Yes.
Okay, but is your extent, you think, farther than other girls? Like you could take a guy who's like a little bit more ripped than like maybe most girls?
I mean, I don't like to be picky,
Really?
but like
Good for you.
Maybe not. I don't know. It kind of depends on the person.
So more so personality.
Yeah, and it depends on if they're taller or shorter too. That can show how compact they are.
Yeah. Do you like tall?
True.
You like tall guys?
Yeah.
Okay. Right. So not me. Just kidding. All right. Here's your next one. Cute or cringe? Country Thunder Music Festival. Here, doggy.
Oh, that's cute.
Cute.
Yeah.
I feel like you go to that. Do you go to that every year? I feel like you. For the
I-
last couple of years, you have, right?
Yeah, I've been to it like the past 2 years.
It looks so fun.
They have one. I'm going in April.
Mm.
So country guys, if you're watch,
Just be looking out for me.
I'll be there.
That's awesome. I do see you like over there a decent amount, and every time I see it, I'm like, oh my gosh, that looks so fun.
Yeah.
Then I totally forget about it until the next year when you post again. I'm like, oh shoot, like there it is
Yeah.
again.
I definitely think it's something everyone has to at least experience once in their life.
Yeah, he's gonna go out. Yeah, I do think it is something that like I'll try out at some point.
Yeah.
This last year I went to Rolling Loud for the first time.
Oh yeah.
That was wicked.
I wanna try that.
Crazy. Super fun.
Yeah.
And I gotta think Country Thunder's kind of like that, but for country artists.
Yeah.
Is it like a 3-day? 4-day.
Thursday to Sunday.
Do you have like a sober day? Do you take a day off or not really?
No.
Yeah, because why would you do that?
Wake
Oh.
up, you keep drinking.
Yeah, that's right. Just like my paw.
Yeah.
All right, here's your next one. Cute or cringe? Boys who play tennis. Yeah, what do you think about that? Just a little.
It's such a random sport,
Yeah, it is.
but it's kind of, I guess, not big at GCU, but like I've met a lot of guys like in classes who are like, yeah, I play tennis. I'm like, that's so, like, people still play tennis.
Yeah, is that a thing still? Is that allowed in America? Do we do that still?
But I mean, it's cute. It's like it's a cute sport.
Yeah. Aw.
Yeah.
Do you ever think about like when the professionals like make the noises and stuff? Like, have you ever watched a tennis match?
No.
You have?
They're grunting.
Yeah, they're like, and then the women are like, hi.
I've never watched tennis.
I think I've watched like half of a match maybe,
Yeah.
and then like I realized like it's like a 4-hour event. Like they're. You like Wii tennis? Wii tennis is fun. I do like Wii tennis.
Yeah.
All right, here's your next one. Cute or cringe? Slim Jims.
For a second, I was like, wait, like the actual jerky?
That's what I'm talking about. Slim Jims, like the beef sticks.
Oh.
What do you
Are you
guys?
talking like the figure of like a guy?
Like a guy named Jim who's also skinny? Because that's super specific. I'm
No, just like a guy who's like scrawny.
Oh, like a Slim Jimmy?
like tall and scrawny.
No.
You're talking about the actual
Yeah,
jerky.
the actual beef snack.
Okay. I mean, I like Slim Jims.
Oh my gosh, where did I come up with these? These are so whack. So you do like beef snacks? You like? All right, let's just naturally transition into it. Do you like tall, skinny guys too? Is that your type?
Yeah, no.
Like a Pete Davidson build?
No.
Ooh.
Well, they can't. I don't like to feel like I'm bigger than the other person.
That makes sense though. That,
So,
I can
like,
totally get that.
Yeah, I don't like to hug a guy who's like tall and scrawny and like be able to put like both my hands around them,
Oh, okay.
arms,
Yeah.
you know.
So like a dad bod.
Yeah, dad bod.
Dad bod eating Slim Jims watching a tennis match.
God.
You're like, oh, is it hot in here? It is. It
Yeah.
is hot in here. All right, here's your next one. Cute or cringe? Stand-up comedy.
I'm not a huge fan of stand-up comedy.
Really?
I just have never been able to get into it.
You never like watched a full Netflix special?
Mm-mm.
Really?
No.
You're not like a big movie head though, like crazy though. You don't like watch a lot of stuff.
No, not crazy. I don't really watch a lot of TV.
What do you do in like your like bored time? Like when you're bored, what do you do?
Work. Well, that's if I'm bored, I'm not gonna work.
True. Yeah. You're like, hey, can I come in? I'm like, just doing nothing right now.
But I mean, most of the time, like if I'm not in class, then I'm working.
Right.
But if I'm not working, then I'm either just on TikTok or with friends or at the pool
Right on.
listening to music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's your go-to artist right now? Wait, can I guess actually? Yeah.
Try.
I'm gonna get it. Country?
Don't say Morgan Wallen.
I'm not going to. Is it kind of ambiguous a little bit? Like, oh, he's not gonna get this. Because that'll help me a little bit.
No, you might be able to. He'll be at Country Thunder this year, I'll tell you that.
Okay. Does he have a mullet?
Kind of, I think. Not like a full-on mullet, but like his hair like is flowy.
Ooh. Tyler Childers?
No.
Ooh.
No.
You don't like him?
No, I do.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I love Tyler Childers.
No, but it's Riley Green.
Oh, I wouldn't have gotten that, no. My next guess would have been Coulter Wall, but he doesn't have wavy hair.
No, I don't.
Riley Green. Why do I know that name? Doesn't he have a song, I Wish Grandpa's Never Died? Yeah.
That's the song I was thinking.
No way.
Yeah.
You know what's funny is on my old YouTube page, right when that song dropped, I made a lyric video to that song, and I didn't know who he was.
Really?
Swear to God. And it got like 700 views in like the first 6 months, but then like the next 6 months, it popped off to like 210,000 views.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it blew up, and I was like, who is this guy? So obviously it's been a few years since that, but he's doing good now, making some bangers.
Yeah. I don't know, but I'm
Who's he similar
actually
to?
changing my mind. That's not my favorite artist right now. My go-to.
What is it?
It's actually Cody Johnson.
I don't know him.
Oh, what?
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
Are you serious?
Is he big time?
Oh yeah, he's big.
Really?
He's big.
Let me look him up quick.
Yeah, you have to.
Is he a smoke?
Is he a smoke?
Like a smoke show? Is he cute?
No.
Oh.
He's decent.
Oh, he's alright.
But I just like his songs because his songs just have a lot of meaning. So.
Cool.
Yeah.
He looks short. Yeah, he looks.
He is short.
His belt buckle's next to his sternum.
He used to be a bull rider.
Heyo.
My mom said
Looks
to
like
stay
he
away
used to be
from
a
those
jockey.
ones.
You say stay away from bull riders?
Yeah, they're the bad ones.
Stepped on their head too many times. I heard Aiden was doing bull riding.
He did, yeah.
No, I heard he did the practice ones, and then they told him like you got to do 15 hours or 15 bull rides before we'll put you out there.
Yeah.
Okay.
He hasn't done it since then.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Bummer. I was hoping he'd keep doing it because I wanted to see him at some point.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I'm sure he will, but he hasn't.
it is kind of tough though. 15 times.
Yeah.
That's a lot of practice.
Yeah.
Just to ride a bull that literally does not care about you. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Next question. This is your final cute or cringe. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Cute or cringe. Sashimi. Did I say that right? Sashimi? Sashimi?
Sashimi?
You know what that is?
Is that like the meat that's like on sushi?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like raw Japanese fish.
No.
No.
Nope.
Cringe.
Cringe.
Don't like it.
I've never tried it, and I don't care to try
You
that.
never tried it?
Yeah.
Are you kind of in a box for, like, picky eating? Like, are you a picky eater?
Not necessarily. I'm more of like, if it doesn't look good, I'm not going to try it.
That feels a little picky.
So, yeah, I guess.
You're like, no, just stuff that I don't like.
When I was younger, I used to, like, smell my food before I ate it, and if it didn't smell good, I wouldn't eat it.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
I feel like I wasn't like that at all. I was not a very picky eater. The only foods that I definitely can't do are, like, mushrooms and tomatoes. And
See?
other than that, I can do anything.
I love tomatoes.
Yeah.
Like, when I was younger, I used to just eat it just, like,
Yeah, no,
like
that's weird.
straight.
Yeah, that's what I do with onions.
Oh.
I'm just
ew.
kidding.
I hope you're joking.
Just when we ran out of apples and stuff, but
Oh, okay.
no, I'm just kidding.
Makes sense.
No, I can't do tomatoes. My mom always tried to get me to like them. She would always have like what are they called? Cherry tomatoes?
Yeah.
Yeah. She would just pop those. Like she would eat those with cheese and stuff.
Yeah.
Oof.
I only like those if they're hard.
Yeah.
But that's how I am with, like, any fruit.
Yeah.
Like, grapes, I don't like them if they're, like, squishy. I won't eat them.
Really?
But, like, if they're hard and, like, crunchy, I'll eat them.
So you're like a texture person.
Yeah.
Do you still care about smells?
Yeah.
Really?
Mustard? Ew.
Yeah,
Nope.
I'm not a huge fan of mustard. I can eat it. It doesn't bother me, but I'm not going to go out of my way to put it on my food.
Yeah, no. And just like bright yellow, it just
Yeah.
doesn't look good.
Very
At
visual
all.
eater.
I really analyze my food before I eat it.
I love it. That's funny.
Yeah.
I'm not super picky. Are you picky?
Yeah,
Oh, are you?
I'm very picky.
Do you have a very specific diet? Like, do you eat the same things every week?
No, but there's like a lot of things I won't eat. Like, I will not eat sushi.
Oh, really?
I'll only eat salmon if my grandma cooks it.
Okay. Only if your grandma cooks it, you'll eat salmon. Okay.
I'm very picky about my food.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
There's not too many things that I like hate.
Yeah.
Like mushrooms, I can only eat them raw, which is weird.
That is so weird. You can
What?
only
Not
eat
cooked?
mushrooms if they're raw.
Yeah,
That is so
because
specific.
Because I grew up, my mom feeding me raw mushrooms instead of cooked.
Oh, okay. So you were just like used to them when you were
Yeah.
younger because that's how your mom made them for you.
Artichokes, I love artichokes. A lot of people don't.
Ew, no.
I like artichoke. I like
Mm-mm.
artichoke dip, and then I like don't mind artichokes.
I
Like
don't like artichoke dip, but I love artichokes.
you are so weird. We're gonna have to do a podcast with you. That's so funny. We'll just talk about food the whole time.
I jump for hours.
That is so weird.
That's awesome.
No, meatloaf, gross.
Oh, come
That's the
on.
word.
Meatloaf is amazing.
No, it's just like one time I watched my mom make it, and she was like, "Don't watch me," because it's like ketchup here, mustard here,
Yeah, no, it's-
and soy sauce here.
Yeah.
It's just no.
yeah, Worcestershire, mayo.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby powder. Yeah, they put everything in there. No, I grew up on meatloaf though. Midwest we make like a lot of casseroles, like hot dish, meatloaf. Those are all big.
Mm-hmm.
So I grew up on those. So I just never even thought like twice about it.
Yeah.
And then I started hearing people in college are like, "Ew, meatloaf, like bread meat." Like,
Yeah.
ugh. And I was like, "I love it. Tastes good to me."
Or like, pickles.
Pickles go dummy stupid.
I
You like
love
pickles?
pickles.
Okay, good.
Only if they're crunchy.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
You don't like soggy foods.
No.
Do you eat
I-
cereal?
Yeah.
But you don't like it if it gets soggy.
Mm-mm.
Right.
Yep. That's so. I honestly am just figuring this out about myself. That's my thing. Is I'm
Texture.
texture.
Yeah, you just need something to be crunchy.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, fun. Well, the last 5 minutes we just talked about food, but that's dope. I love that. Learning stuff about ourselves.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's the end of the episode. That was my last Cute or Cringe. So, thanks so much for being here. I had a blast today. Guys, thanks so much for showing up as well. We will see you next Monday. Peace.
Peace.
Cool.
Did I say bye?
I never tell you this. Yeah.
And I guess I'm
Yes.
doing pretty well.